You have the right to remain silent, not to answer any questions. Any statements you make must be freely and voluntarily given. Okay. Can you explain to me in greater detail how this is?
Oh, sorry.
Like, how long has this been going on? Like, when did this start?
I would say it started last year around November.
Did you realize it was wrong?
Yes.
Okay. And does he know it's wrong? Has he ever said anything to you about it?
No.
He's never...
But I know you said when you told him that you were just scared, you didn't know what to do. He never threatened you or anything.
I just felt uncomfortable.
You felt uncomfortable?
Yeah.
But when he came to your register, you pretty much know what you were going to do.
Yeah.
On May 3rd, 2023, officers from the Boynton Beach Police Department were called to BJ's Wholesale Club to look into a long-running coupon fraud case. The investigation focused on a 6-month scheme involving about $66,000 in losses. According to reports, a store cashier and a club member worked together to take advantage of the store's coupon override system. This allowed them to ring up large amounts of merchandise for as little as $40 per transaction. This footage brings up 3 important legal questions. First, was the Miranda warning properly given? Second, can the statements made during questioning be used in court? And finally, is there enough evidence to support felony charges under Florida law?
553. Down to the ready pickup truck. Hi, how you doing?
Hello. Hi, how are you? So, I have a question for you. So, we tried to get a detective here today, but they sent an officer. So, we have a $66,000.
It has to go through an officer. I have to take the initial report, and if a sergeant looks at the case and feels it needs to go to a detective, then it'll be assigned.
So, I have a question for you. We have all the data, but we're going to interview the team member tomorrow because we need her to admit collusion because she's working with a specific member that we want to file charges for, but we need to talk to the team member first. So she's in tomorrow, but I want to coordinate it where...
Yeah, the only thing, I've had a case like this where they tried to coordinate it with me specifically, and we got so busy that day that we had like a shooting over here that there was no way I could be there, and they interviewed that person without me. So I don't know how you guys, it's just hard to say yes, I can be here at a certain time, or no, I can't. That's the only thing I have with, the only issue I have with that.
But here's my question.
The person's not here now?
No.
Okay.
Well, that's why we wanted you to come. Like, we have everything.
Yeah.
Although the $66,000 is an accumulation since November, we only have archive video starting March 3rd. But my question, it's a complete felony already. Like, that surpassed that. Even from what we have on video versus the total case value. The total case value is like $67,000. But we can prove, like, probably half of that because we only have archive till March.
Yeah, I mean, I have to obviously look at the video, and if, everything adds up and it goes to the state attorney and they feel like this is a solid enough case, they would, go through.
You guys would arrest if she admits already tomorrow anyway.
Well, the thing is, like, I have to be able to read her Miranda rights. Like, I just can't.
No, I get that.
Like, all
but
that
I'm
stuff,
just saying, we have all the paperwork. Like, this is a significant
I might
amount.
not, I'm going to tell you, I might not arrest, it might not even be me, but I might not arrest that person right away, and I might file charges with the state attorney.
Really? For that much? For $60,000?
Well, like I said, I have to take the initial report, and if we can't prove beyond a reasonable doubt that it was this person, a detective probably has to take a deeper dive into it, because I can only do so much.
So, what do you recommend? Because I am looking for an arrest tomorrow. I mean,
That's not up to you.
No, but
I mean, yeah, BJ's is the victim.
I still need to review the video and go through all the evidence before I can write the initial report. After that, the sergeant will review it, and then we'll decide the next steps. Would you prefer to give the information now, or should we speak tomorrow? The only concern with waiting is timing. As you saw today, it took me quite a while to get here. That area gets very busy, and it took around 20 minutes just to get inside. If we wait until tomorrow, there's a chance she might be here, and we may not be able to respond in time. That's what worries me. I've had a similar situation before at Walmart where timing became an issue. In that case, the person wasn't properly advised of their rights, and the statement they gave was unclear. The case was sent forward, but I'm not sure how it turned out since I wasn't present. So in situations like this, it's important for you to be directly involved in the interview.
I mean, I have to be able to read her Miranda rights, yeah, and hear and have her confess it to me on body camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. She's here at 9. I'm anticipating you guys aren't as crazy during the morning.
I don't know. I can't make a promise. Like, I can do the initial report, and then, you know, we can try to be here tomorrow for the interview, or you could, it's up to you. It's whatever you guys want to do or feel comfortable with.
I mean, well, I'll have everything lined up for you.
Yeah, I would need copies. Any copies of the video.
We have all of it. We have all the receipts. Yeah. We have all the videos. We have what we have, and I can break it down for you when it started. What the amount is that we have to deal with for.
What is it cash or what?
So I'm going to just show you. All the receipts have similar readings, right? So there is a specific number that's been coming here and going to a specific cashier. Mm-hmm. He goes particularly to self-checkout, and she's discounting all his purchases. So keep in mind, this is a $1,200 sale. Mm-hmm. And the member is paying that amount. Mm-hmm. So all these coupons, you see these overrides, they're overridden by that specific cashier, and he only goes to her. We've looked at his membership, we looked at his sales. Mm-hmm. All of these are manually entered. So she's discounting that.
So she doesn't need a manager to take that kind of amount of money?
She doesn't, because she's a self-checkout attendant, and those cards, to override them at self-checkout, she has access to.
I guess BJ should look at that policy. Oh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So how do you know it's that specific cashier at that specific moment?
We pulled all the videos for all these transactions.
Okay. So you wanna watch here? Nice. And then who's the member? Do you have their information?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah, this would probably have to go to a detective. So it's just the amount of money.
But even if you're there, or somebody, an officer is there, and she admits to it, then at that point, can you still make an arrest if you do the Miranda?
As long as everything. I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah. So again,
But I can't promise you someone can be here when you want us to be here.
No, I get that. So this is the most recent one, which is yesterday.
4.
Who am I looking at?
So that's the cashier.
Which lady?
This one.
And that's the member, the guy in the blue?
Correct. Why is your thing pixelating all of a sudden?
Should I put it on full screen?
Just leave it there. You're playing? Why is it pixelating all of a sudden? Maybe I need to play it on my...
Call holding for membership? 4. 0. 1.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know why your stuff's pixelating. So that's her. This is the member.
So that's the one and only member that she does for?
Correct.
And you guys have looked through all the transactions?
Yes. There's a pattern. It's him and her. Since November. And she does the exact same thing. Because all the receipts show the same thing.
And at the end of the night, does someone have to tally up the coupons or anything like that? So
we no longer actually tally up the coupons. They just go automatically into a bag. It doesn't get...
So it doesn't have to match against...
tank goes back to white Mercedes convertible out of Palm Beach.
We don't do a physical validation.
And does she have a sign-in number to a register?
Correct, and that's her number.
The 540 number.
So in certain cases, like for this example, she's on a register.
Right.
But in some cases, majority of the time, it's at self-checkout, which has a different...
What day is this that we're looking at?
Yesterday. This is just the most recent one.
And then where's yesterday's paper?
Right here.
So does she actually have a paper coupon? Like, does he hand her paper coupons, or how?
You'll see. So what he does, he hands her coupons on the corner there.
She was basically able to enter any amount she wanted. What's surprising is that she was doing the override herself. You can see in the system that a manager override is being used. At first, it looks like she might be a manager, but she isn't. In reality, any cashier can perform an override, but it's always tied to their own ID. So every time, whether it's at self-checkout or regular register, you're seeing the same process repeated. The video just shows it happening in different spots. She keeps entering values manually. Watch closely. When he hands her the coupons, she doesn't actually check them. Instead, she starts typing. Each time she types something in and then scans, that scan is her override action. She's essentially entering coupon values herself and using her card to approve them. It becomes a pattern. Type, scan, type, scan. Every time she does that, she's adding another manual coupon without verifying anything. Even though he places a stack of coupons in front of her, she never looks at them. The big question is, why wasn't this caught earlier? The issue came down to how the reporting system was set up. There's a system that tracks unusual activity, but in this case, it didn't flag the transactions correctly. Instead of marking these as vendor coupons, they were recorded under a different category. It wasn't exactly a system failure, it was more about how the report was designed. A small adjustment in how coupons were tracked would have caught this much sooner.
Just put coupon usage, but we didn't put it as a tender, and how she processed it is as a tender, so that's why.
So how was this caught then?
So what finance does, because we send all this data that goes through the POS, gets validated by finance at the corporate office. So type B coupons are coupons that are from BJ's Wholesale Club. So
those little books?
No, it's a special type. It's not the ones in the books. So what those are is so finance reconciles these because these come from BJ's. It's a separate type of coupon. They're not in the book. They're like, wait a minute, how can Boynton Beach have like 1,000 of these, $1,000 in a week, more than 1,000 worth of these type of coupons, and we send them the coupons, so they reconcile it. So when they looked at that, they saw a pattern every single week. This is the only club that has a significant amount of type B coupons.
And she's not removing any money out of the register.
Nope.